So in this game, what we will do is first we will try to see if you are playing what you will do, and then I will also share what I will do in the same position.
Okay.
And we both will share our own reason. What is your reason for this move, and what are my reason for this move?
Yeah.
So let's start. E4, E5, knight F3, knight C6. Okay, so C3. So can you tell me why your opponent is playing C3? What could be the
He
reason?
wants to bring both his bishop and queen into the attack, right?
Uh,
That white, yeah, that light color and the queen both into the attack. So he has kept that pawn, he has moved there. So he can attack from here. Yes.
this could be the one reason, and apart from that, there can be one more reason. The next reason can be maybe he is thinking for pushing this pawn to D4.
That he could have done before also, no?
But if he done before, then you can capture with this pawn. And then if knight captures, then your knight is there.
Okay. 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 So
And
first only is moving this.
so
Okay.
he's preparing this move because then this square will be protected by this pawn, this knight, and when this pawn comes there, this queen will also supporting.
Yes.
There will be three pieces who will be controlling this square.
One. Okay.
In these kind of position, no need to worry because even if it comes, you can maybe simply play, just develop your knight.
Okay. We need not block that bishop or queen move, no?
No, no need to worry about. Right now, you have one knight developed. He has also one knight developed. He's giving you one move, so why not develop your knight or maybe bishop?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You developed your knight, knight f6, and he played the exact move that we were discussing.
Mm. Yes.
Now let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, when in these kind of position, and this pawn come on this square and attack your knight. So
Mm-hmm.
if you go this side, then he can play this.
Yes.
And now you will lose your knight because this knight does not have any square to go.
Mm. Before moving, I should see even like the opponent can attack from so many places.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I should have moved it back, pitching like e7. I could have come.
Yes.
Mm.
So in
And this
this
side,
one,
I could have come on the left side. Like left side, I
yes.
could have gone.
Yes.
Okay.
So this knight should not go to this square. This knight should reach on g6.
Okay.
So from g6 you can reach. First you can come to e7, then go to g7.
Yes. Okay.
Then you will have two knights. They will be supporting each other.
Yes.
Next time, whenever your knight is attacked, don't go on the right side of the board. Go to the left side.
More towards the center also, no?
Yes.
Okay. Ready.
Queen a4. Okay. Okay. Now, like if you play bishop d7, he capture your knight, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now you have to think for a move. Because this white queen is giving the check, you can do something that you can block the check also. At the same time, you can save this knight also. Think what you will do.
Mm. Save the nine. This also. Mm.
Your king is
Pawn
under
gets
check, your
position.
knight is attacked.
Mm,
There is only one move that achieve both the purpose.
mhm, mhm. Remove that B pawn, only one purpose is served. If I move this, let this move. Let us go down here. Open here. That knight A5 comes here, but again attacked by this. Plus, it shouldn't be captured, right?
Yes, your knight will be saved, your king will also saved by the check.
No, if I move my knight again to C6, right, what is happening? That pawn will capture.
Yes.
Then again this will capture. If it comes down, mm, just a second, close the door. From where Nicole will come here. You can give me a hint.
Like sometimes we do the discovered attack, sometimes we do the discovered saving of our own pieces also.
Mhm. If that knight comes to C6, only that move I can see, but that pawn will attack. Again, this pawn will capture them.
Yes.
And I lose my knight over a pawn. Now again, it's a check then. It's not serving the purpose. Queen, this knight comes here, but that can't be saved. So I move this pawn here. Can't save. Knight is not saved then. Mm, the pawn on C7, right? C7, that I can move to C6.
Yes.
So how do I say that? Again, I forgot all the languages. Oh my God. C, simple, no? C6. That's all, no?
Yes.
Okay. Am I right?
Now if you play the c6, it is blocking this check first.
Yes.
Second, your queen is defending your knight.
Yes.
So now if this pawn captures, now what will you do?
Mm, what I should do? I can capture with that knight only. A, that N cross C6. Knight capture on C6.
Yes, you should capture with your knight. Now this knight also came back.
Yes.
And now you can simply develop your bishop and go for the castle.
Now even now it can't capture because my pawn is there on C7, B7. Yes. I should have done this. Okay.
So in this kind of position, this is how you can save. Just move your pawn, your queen is there to save.
Yeah. Like this is how to use my pawns. Like pawn moves are very important. We learned in one of the lessons. No? Okay.
Yes.
Great. So what happens? No, like this. No, I'm just thinking about that B pawn only all the time. How it will do, what it will do.
Yes. Okay, at this point of time, when there are too many pieces who is trying to attack you, it's better to just castle and put your king to the safety.
Okay.
Uh, of course, you can capture this pawn, but if you go for the capturing, but it may be very risky also because there are many pieces who is attacking your side.
Yes.
So it's better to just castle and then think of other things.
Okay. At this point, I should have done castling. Okay.
Hmm.
This move, my knight being attacked by 1, 2. I got only 1.
I think in this position when your knight is attacked, the queen is already there. It's a safe to I think just come back on this square or on this square.
Acha. Okay.
Because if you play your bishop to f5, then this bishop will be tied with this knight. This bishop has to stay there to save this knight.
Okay. Such circumstances, I should just move my knight. Okay.
And your bishop on f5 will be undefended, and this knight will be kind of pinned because this knight move, then your bishop will be captured.
Yes.
So maybe what to play? Maybe it's better to just go on this square, attack the bishop,
Yeah. Okay.
and whenever the bishop move, then maybe you can play bishop g4, just attack this knight also.
Okay.
But let's just think, can we save our piece or we will lose?
Pardon?
No, I'm just thinking like right now this knight is attacked twice.
Yes.
There is only one person who is defending.
Yes.
Now I'm just thinking, can we save our pieces right now or we will lose? Like at this point of time, when I know that I will lose my pieces, I will capture something and give up like that. For example,
Hmm.
what can I do? Or maybe let's try to attack the queen first, because so for example, if we play a5, he does not have time to capture the knight because queen is under attack.
Yes.
So suppose if he save his queen by going there, we will again attack his queen with this pawn.
Okay. Be after the queen, like one of the
Yes,
games it was there, no?
yes,
Like all the time running after the queen.
yes.
Okay.
So when your these pieces are called minor pieces, knight and bishop.
Okay. Hmm.
So when your minor pieces are under attack, you can attack the stronger piece, major piece.
Okay.
So this queen and rook are major piece. So when your knight or bishop is under attack, you can attack the major pieces. So sometimes this technique we can use. Even when, for example, yeah, when queen played queen a4 after we attacked, you can play knight c5.
Okay.
Knight c5, you are achieving, you are attacking the knight, you are also attacking the bishop.
Bishop. Yes.
Now
This
the
move would have
bishop,
been very good, like.
yes, now
Mm,
this bishop is attacked twice.
yes.
And now even if this queen try to save his bishop, maybe for example, queen goes there, no need to worry. You can capture with your bishop
Okay.
because your bishop is defended by your knight. Now you are attacking the queen, you are also attacking the rook.
Yeah, I shouldn't have captured with my knight, right? At this position.
Yeah,
Bishop comes more handy.
yes,
Okay.
because it will be double attack.
Double attack. Yes. Okay.
So, and when the queen save herself, then you capture the rook.
Okay.
So
Wow.
this is
Okay.
good, I think. So just let's see. So for example, after a4, if white plays a4, then of course you can play knight c5 and you will be winning the bishop and rook. But suppose if your opponent plays queen c4, then what will we do? Yeah, then I think same kind of tactic will work. For example, you can play b5 first.
Okay.
Now, suppose if queen goes there, so there are two things. For example, if queen captures this pawn,
Okay.
now again this knight is under attack. What you can do is you can bring this bishop back and attack the queen with your bishop.
Okay.
And when this queen goes back and attack the knight with bishop and queen, then you bring your knight back.
Like this bishop and knight, no, if it moves from the center, not necessarily that it should be moving forward only. It can be occupying the center, this squares, right?
Yes, yes.
Generally, I don't think about moving back, no. So this I need to learn.
Yeah, moving back is very, very important.
Yeah, like this bishop and this knight. This game, especially like every time if I move back, it's advantage for the black, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how you can try to save your piece.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm.
Yeah, this is a basic tactic that we can learn. For example, when the queen is in the same file as your king,
Yes.
and the bishop is there on c1, and this bishop can capture this pawn, you will be not able to capture because your king is there.
Yes.
So whenever the queen comes in front of you, just move your king to h8.
Okay.
Now, if this bishop capture this pawn, you can easily capture it.
Okay. And if the queen comes, can capture with the rook. Okay. Okay. Mm.
So this
Okay.
is the one thing which is very important. Like you will face many players who will bring their king in front of you and then try to capture this h6 pawn.
Yes.
And they will try to capture h6 pawn because they know that this pawn will be not able to move because your king is there.
Okay. Just
When,
move this. Okay.
yes, whenever there is a queen or there is a rook in front of your king, just move to other side
Okay.
so that
Like
these
suppose I didn't have this F rook somewhere else. So I can move more towards the right side or on the left corner.
that depend on the situation. Generally, you should go to h8. Generally,
Okay. this one go.
Now maybe the best because if you play this, of course he will sacrifice this. You capture, and it will be
Oh,
checkmate.
game over.
So I think in this position, like now the threat is that he is trying to threat the checkmate.
Yes.
Maybe you can play bishop f6. Now this bishop is defending because if bishop capture or queen capture, you can capture with your bishop,
Okay.
and your king is also there.
Mhm. And
This
the first thing is moving to h8, right? That would have saved.
yes,
Okay. But tough games are always better, I will say.
yeah, of course we are.
Can learn a lot, like.
Okay, so going that side was good because if you go on this side, then it will be checkmate.
Yeah.
I think right now let's think for white also because if you play this, then you'll be able to run there.
He can come on this side, no? E6.
E6.
But that knight can capture. Even though, yeah.
Yeah, now suppose if I am playing as white, I will play bishop g6 check. Now tell me what will you do as black? I will think for both for black and white.
Okay.
So I am not playing queen g7 check. I am playing bishop g6. So my idea is I don't want your king to run away there. So my queen is there to guard these squares.
Mm,
I want your king to stay there.
I can't go to E8. I can't go. I can't come to. There's only one place I can go there. Simply one place I can go. That is G8. I can't go there. Can't go. G8 is the only place the king can go. Right?
Yes. And if you go to g8, then I will give you discovered check by bishop h5.
Mm,
Now where will you go?
H7. If I go to H7, what is happening? H7. Mm, King on H7.
Okay, so after king h7, suppose if you are playing white, what will you do?
And check I can deal with deal with the queen. Queen to G7. What will happen? G7 check. Queen G7.
Yes, queen g7 is checkmate.
Yes. Over.
So your opponent missed this. If I was playing white, then I will not let you run there.
I think he would have thought game over. Then suddenly I started running.
Yeah, this is
But I
the this,
really enjoyed this game. Suddenly like जोश आ गया बोलते हैं ना, ऐसा हो गया.
yeah, this is the generally thing is there when you have a very strong position, you relax and you think you will win easily.
Hmm,
But till you capture and checkmate the opponent king, game is not over.
not over. Right.
So that is why even when you are attacking, you need to be very patient and very good in your calculation.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Now, supposing 1 second.
Yes, yes.
This position, what you did was you moved your light colored bishop, right?
Yes.
There. Yes. This comes, if it was the black, it's not a check. Okay, continue.
Hmm.
Actually, I very much wanted to go to ABC file, but I couldn't.
I think right now it's better to maybe play bishop f8.
Okay.
Because now if this bishop captures, you capture with your rook.
Okay.
This queen of course can't capture because you will capture with your rook.
Yes.
And then maybe you can try to go to king e7.
Yes.
Because when you go to king e7, this bishop can move and capture on h6.
Okay.
And you will have your queen and rook who will be attacking the queen.
Hmm.
So your king will be more safer on e7. So for example, after this bishop f8, suppose if your opponent plays something like this, you just simply go to king e7.
Okay.
And then suppose if your opponent try to, what he can do, suppose if he capture this pawn, no need to capture this knight, simply capture this bishop.
Yeah, the more dangerous of the pieces.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are just removing our opponent attackers
Attackers. Right.
so that his attacks fade away.
Yes. What
So
it's called?
no, it's nothing. We are just attacking our opponent active pieces who are attacking us.
Okay.
Yeah, this was the problem if you play rook f8 because he can simply capture the rook and then you have to capture with your bishop.
Yes. In this moment, I was thinking so much whether to bring my bishop or my rook. Okay. Mm. Even now, if I move my king, it could have been nice, like e7.
Yeah, now also, but now what should you do? Because now, like your opponent plays b4. If I am playing as white, I will not play b4. I will simply play rook e1.
Yes. Yes.
I will bring one more attacker.
Hmm. Okay.
So when you are attacking your opponent, you should not attack with less number of pieces. Try to bring everyone together and then attack.
Yes.
Your opponent could have done this.
Hmm. That's what I said. He expected like he won. Then.
Yes. Hmm. Okay, right now this pawn capturing is not needed because the main tension is there.
Yes.
You should,
No, I just wanted to divert his attention towards his king.
but his king is on this side, not this side.
Hmm.
So maybe you can,
Attacking with my rook. No, my rook is on a8. Simply sitting on e8. So I thought, why not bring it out?
yeah. So suppose if I am playing, I will play, for example, knight e5.
Okay.
I'm just attacking one more attacker of my opponent. I have
Hmm.
to remove this bishop
Hmm.
because this bishop is controlling this diagonal, this queen is controlling this.
Yes.
So suppose if he save his bishop, then I will play I play, then I can play queen g7 check.
Okay. Keep a watch on the opponent's king also.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is how you can try to defend even when your when your opponent is attacking.
Okay.
ठीक है. Okay, right now your queen is under attack with rook. Hello?
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. So right now your queen is under attack with this rook.
Yes.
So if you go any square in this file, this rook will simply capture you.
But then he will come down and give check to my king, no? So,
On e8, right?
yeah.
So
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 there is no way the can escape.
no, there is one way you can escape.
Let me see.
You can save your queen. If you really need to sacrifice something else, not the queen.
Mm. You know why I did was if my queen moves to g7, right? The
Okay.
only place it can go is g7, right?
Okay.
So that rook comes to e8,
Okay.
and it is check. So what over?
Yes, if you go to queen g7, then rook will come and checkmate.
Yes.
So now there is one thing, like when we were learning in the earlier classes, we learned whenever your any piece is being attacked, there is three way to save your piece. First way is you can move your piece.
Yes.
Second way is you can attack the piece who is attacking you.
Okay.
The third way is you can block the attack.
Yes. Blocking is only with that knight.
Yes,
Knight on d7. Can just bring it to 5.
you can
e5.
simply play e5. This knight is defended by 2 pawns.
Yeah, and plus it is attacking the bishop also. Of course, the queen is there, otherwise.
After this knight e5, now you can go to g7
Give check later.
because this knight is blocking the rook.
Okay.
So whenever your king is in check, whenever your queen is attacked, whenever any piece is attacked, don't think only moving that piece away.
Okay.
Think in three ways: moving the piece away, attacking the piece who is attacking you, third, blocking the attack.
Yes.
So these are the three ways you should always think in all the moves whenever your opponent is attacking.
Yes.
Because it is a very general thing that we only think like whenever somebody attack, we just try to save ourselves, move somewhere else.
Mm.
So two other ways are also very important.
Yes. And these nice 2 pawns are there to defend it, no? Like e5, if any of the piece goes.
Yes.
Yes. Like 2 soldiers, it is there. So, yes. Okay. What now? This position, I was thinking about that a8. This is,
Eight rook, right?
yeah. Mm.
Yeah, this happens generally when your opponent is attacking, you don't have any time to bring your pieces out.
Mm.
Right now, maybe it's better to capture with your knight.
Okay.
Because when you capture with your knight, this knight is going into the center and it may come handy, maybe attacking few pieces.
Mm-hmm.
This knight on d7 is not attacking many pieces. After you capture the rook, you are not attacking anyone.
Yeah.
So if you play knight capture on e5, this knight is better than on d7.
Yeah.
Now maybe you can play, for example, c6 and then go to c7.
Okay.
Then this rook will come on this side.
Yes.
Or if you want to bring this rook, you can even play what you can play, because you can go to rook capture on a2 also, but this will take more time. If you go to rook capture on a2, he will start attacking on this side.
Yes.
Maybe it's better to keep your rook near to your king. It will help you in the defense of your king.
Yeah.
If you go away, you will have one less piece to defend. There are only two pieces there.
Yeah.
He will bring his knight also, he will bring his rook also, so it will be very difficult to defend if your rook is on a2.
Plus he has his queen.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Mhm.
He did the same, he is bringing his more attacker.
Mhm.
So right now, maybe because if you play this, you are blocking your own king. Your king will be not able to go anywhere.
Mhm.
Maybe you can play bishop g7. Same idea.
Okay.
Now this knight captures, you can even capture with your knight or with bishop.
Yes.
And now even after this bishop g7, you can also go king e7, bring your rook on g8.
Yeah.
Because whenever this bishop moves, you can give discovered check.
Yes.
And even after king e7, rook g7, you can also play knight f8 and attack this bishop.
Yes.
So for example, let me show you. So after this bishop g7, suppose if your opponent do some random moves, go there. Now you play king e7.
Okay.
Suppose again he plays some random moves. Now you can play rook g8, putting your king in
Okay.
the same file as the opponent king.
Yes.
Now again, if your opponent try to capture your pawn, no need to worry. You can play knight f6.
Okay. Be after the bishop and okay. And the king. Okay.
Now suppose if your opponent again do something these kind of moves, now there is a trick. The trick is you capture the bishop.
Okay.
Or the better is don't capture the bishop, simply maybe play bishop h6. Now this bishop is attacked twice.
Yes.
So in this way, and also your king has many square to go. You can just run there.
Yes.
So whenever your opponent is attacking you, try to keep your pieces near your king.
Mm-hmm.
Don't leave your king alone when defending.
Okay.
Now the time was over. Okay. After rook. Okay, so now after rook b1, which side you want to choose? We will change the side again also, but right now, which side you would like to play, white or black?
And continue with black.
Okay, so after this rook b8, which is the move I did not like, but now it is a black to move, so you can play whatever you want. Then I will continue with white. And then from the same position, you will play as white. I will try to defend as black.
Knight f4 check. King now. King here. What is happening? King now. To D7. D7. What is happening? D7. It comes here. Okay. King D7.
Okay, can you tell me why king d7? This is a good move, but you have to tell me why.
The next move would have been the queen to h8, wherever on that 8th rank. And you check,
Yes.
right? So I thought I have a rook here on e. I can capture if your queen comes.
Yes, because if you don't move
Blocking.
your king, if you don't move your king right now, I will play queen h8 check, and then you have to move your king away, and then I'll capture your rook.
Yes.
And if you try to block with your bishop, I will capture your bishop also.
Yes.
So it is a necessary move. You have to play king d7.
Yes.
Okay. Follow the principle of simplifying. When you are ahead in the advantage, just exchange the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So knight f6 check. Knight capture on f6 check.
We'll capture the knight with the bishop. B cross bishop capture on f6. But I'll lose my bishop then. Yeah. Now it is a check. And where I can go. I will go up. But moves d6. King on d6 is better. Yeah, d6.
Knight g8 check.
Oh, I can't capture this rook now. It's a check. We come to d7. King d7.
Now I will play queen g7.
Rook comes here to e. Rook on e8. e8, yes.
Now I will play rook e1.
Now, so another one piece game. No, no bishop. I can't move this. What he will do is knight on d3.
I will play rook e3.
Capture that pawn from B. C. What is that? C3. B cross C3.
If you capture on b cross c3, who will save your knight? I will simply capture your knight in next move.
Yeah.
When I play e3, you should see I am attacking your knight.
Move towards the king now. What I will do is okay, C. Knight on C5.
Now,
How I could have saved that pawn attack. Enemy will attack that pawn. Just thinking how I could have saved this. No way.
so now when I attack this pawn,
So this move was okay after the knight move, no?
maybe you can, right now you can play this b capture on c3. Now if this rook captures, now you can play c2.
Okay.
And now suppose if this rook captures, you capture. Yeah, you don't need to capture, you can simply play maybe maybe king d6, because now if this rook capture your rook, then you play c1 and bring queen.
Okay.
And now if this rook would not have been there, then it's a checkmate because this knight is controlling these two squares.
Yes. Wow. Okay.
But now this rook is there, so he had only one move. He had to block this check. But now at least you have a queen, so what you can do? You can keep giving check.
Okay.
And if he goes to, for example, he can't block with his rook, because if he block is with rook, you simply capture the rook.
Yes.
Because your queen is defended by your knight.
Yes.
And he can't go to g7 also because of this knight. He has to go to
Dead.
g1. Now, what you can do? Just keep giving check. Knight h3 check.
Okay. Okay.
Now, if you try to attack your knight by playing king h2, now what can you do? Yeah, simply capture this pawn and then let's see what he is.
Okay.
Now,
Will give check to me.
you tell me if you are playing white, how will you give check?
Okay. So comes if we can capture. So what it can do then queen. Means not under attack. Queen. Check. Queen on e7.
Queen on e7. Okay. Queen on e7 is a checkmate.
No.
This was good that you are able to see this checkmate. Okay, but still, at least in this losing position, you created some counter chances.
Yeah, I was surprised like that move you showed, no? That bishop could have easily come and given me checkmate like 10 moves before almost.
Yes.
Yes, and as I said, no, it's always good to play against a strong opponent. Okay.
Okay, now after I attacked your knight, what did you play? Knight c5, right?
Mm, yes,
Now suppose if I
you
capture this.
captured this. Yeah, that's what I asked, like how to capture. This was what you should. Okay.
See, now it will be very difficult for black to save because all of my pieces are attacking there.
Yes.
Now it should be over very because now think what black can do? Nothing. Yeah, he has to wait for his death. And also I did not do anything extraordinary. I just brought my king on the same rank as the king. I brought my knight to attack this bishop. This bishop can't move anywhere. I brought my rook also.
Yes.
That's all. Game over.
Mm,
No need to calculate anything. No need to see what is happening. Just follow the basic ideas. You will win many games.
okay.
Okay, so this was a good game. Now we will quickly see few of your games opening moves so that you know how to
Yeah.
respond.
Yes.
So just give me 1 minute. I'll share the screen.
Yeah.
Knight f t.
We started with this. See, the very
Yeah,
first, I have to just check the openings, right?
yeah,
He moved his knight. He
yes,
started with his knight.
yes,
Uh, I was thinking whether to move my D or, of course, I can't move my E.
yes.
Okay, so
So
was this move correct?
this move is perfect. You are controlling the central square, and then maybe even you can play knight f6, and even you can play e6. Of course, this e6 will be blocking your bishop, but this bishop will get developed later into the game.
Okay,
This is a very specific opening. Under this, you can play d5, and then let's see what happens. Knight. Okay, right now, because this pawn is alone, you can develop these two pieces so that you have a time for castle.
Okay.
So now you should play knight f3, defending this pawn, also controlling this central square. Okay,
Okay.
knight c6 is also not bad. So let's see.
Here, again, he started with that B. What is that? B2 pawn, no? He moved his B2 pawn.
Yeah, maybe he want to develop his bishop to there or there.
Yeah, that was the reason I opened this E
Yes.
pawn, no? Yeah.
So when your opponent plays knight c3, you should just quickly go on b4 and pin this knight.
But that pawn will come, no? Even the bishop can come or the pawn can come.
Which pawn can come?
That was the reason I didn't go. Okay.
No, you tell me. Suppose I am playing black. I will play bishop b4. Now tell me which pawn will come.
A3.
If you play a3, I will capture your knight and give you check. Because the knight was undefended.
Mm-hmm. So now you're attacking the rook also and the king. The king has to capture the rook. Okay.
And if you block with your bishop, I will just capture. I have capture your knight, capture your rook, and I only give up my bishop.
Mm. Okay. Mm-hmm.
This
So
is,
whenever this moves come, I can straight away move there.
yes, whenever the knight is there on the same diagonal as the king, always try to pin that knight with your bishop.
Okay, and also he has moved that B pawn, no? So nobody to defend that also. If it
Yes,
was there, it was difficult.
yes. So now
Supposing that B2 was there, that pawn was there, B2. Even then I can move my bishop there.
let's see that. So suppose you play this, you play that, and now if you play knight c3, now again you can go and pin.
Okay.
Because of course this knight is saved by b2 pawn, but at least you are pinning this knight. This knight will be not able to move.
Okay.
Then suppose if you try to play something else, you can even go, for example, knight e4. Try to attack this knight twice with your knight, with your bishop.
Yes.
In this knight will be not able to move because of the king.
Okay.
And suppose now if you try to attack your bishop, you don't go there. You capture the knight, but not with your bishop. You capture with your knight.
Okay.
Now you attack the queen, and now either he has to move his queen, but if he move his queen, then he already lost knight, so he will capture your knight, and then you capture the pawn and give check.
Mm-hmm. Even then, it's a good move. Okay.
Yes. So the main idea is whenever your opponent has knight on this square, always try to pin with your bishop.
Okay. And this time I did castling. No, was it the right time?
Yeah, this was the right time. And when your opponent plays e4, now you need to be careful of your next move, because if you are not careful, he will play e5, attack your two piece.
Yes.
So, so you capture. This is also good.
If my then I brought my bishop. I could, if it was there, it would have been easier. Okay.
Yes. Now, what you need to do? Mm, Yeah, because if you play this, he can block with his bishop. Okay, let's see what happens. Your bishop is already defended with your knight, so no need to defend it twice.
Okay.
I think maybe first, like when there are too many pieces in the center, uh, you can try to exchange them. Just capture this knight. If this bishop capture, just capture this bishop.
Acha.
Just try to
Okay. It looks
simplify.
so crowded, especially one killing the
Yes,
other and all this. Like
yes.
our dimag
So
dikhata hai na.
yes. So because of this reason, where there are too many pieces, try to just exchange your pieces so that there are less number of pieces. It will be easier for you to calculate.
Focus. Okay. Mm.
Okay, now there is a interesting move there, which is of course very difficult to see. The move is, for example, knight c3,
Okay.
because now you're attacking the queen, and if this bishop captures your knight, then you capture with your bishop with the same idea.
Okay.
There is no need to move your queen. You can attack this knight who is in your territory.
Okay.
Just kick this knight away.
Mhm.
Don't let your opponent stay in your territory.
Mhm.
This knight is undefended.
Yeah. I should have gone on right side. There that my bishop would have nicely taken care of it.
If you go on right side, your two pieces will be attacked by these pawns.
Mm.
You can simply
No,
come.
no. This night I moved there, no? If instead I could have gone up there to see.
Yeah, there also, or you can simply go to f6 also.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is middle game. We will only see the openings for today.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second game, in this you are black. Okay, again the same opening.
Mm. I think third game there was different opening. I think it's the same opening. It's okay.
Okay, now what did you do? You saved your bishop. The best move is just capture the knight.
Okay. Now
Because
see, the queen is defending. So many pieces are there. The bishop is there. The queen is there.
no, no, just calculate how many pieces are defending this knight. Only two.
Two. Yes.
How many are attacking?
Three.
So when you have more number of
And once that knight moves, I have my bishop also.
yes, and when you capture the knight, then if your bishop captures, you can capture with your knight.
Yes.
Now this
The
queen will
queen
be able
comes.
to capture.
Okay.
Now you won extra piece.
Mm, yes. This situation, no, this calculation, I was waiting and waiting. I think this move took quite a time.
This move was very good. This knight d6, knight d4, and when your bishop is in a track, it should get a nice ending by bishop captures.
Okay. Okay. I
Also, when
agree.
your piece is under attack, don't go back. When there are pieces, just exchange your
Attack.
simplify the position.
Okay. So even now, if I had attacked that, like before this,
Now, if you attack, it will be equal because now you attack, even this queen can capture.
Yeah, that was a good position.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So some of the openings, like I'm gaining confidence now since you
Yeah,
told
no, no,
me.
your the openings ideas are those fundamentals only that we have discussed. So just developing your pieces, defending your pieces, not letting your piece stay undefended, trying to attack your opponent undefended pieces. That's all for now.
Yes.
More technical opening that we will learn bit in advanced stage. That I am also still learning. I purchased that book, so I will also learn and then share with you.
Oh, that will be really tough now. Bapre. That Friday, no, I sent a mail saying I'm a member of the All India Chess Federation. My number is this. Please create. I sent a mail. Let's see. Hope for the best.
Good. So yeah, that's all for today. And tomorrow, if you get chance, try to just practice all those checkmate.
Yeah,
And
I have to
uh,
finish that. Yes.
yes,
Tomorrow I'll definitely do all this. Today was actually I'd gone out.
yeah, and
Okay.
then maybe on Saturday we will have our next class.
Yes, yes. Yes.
So okay, so that's all for today, and then see you later.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay, goodbye, good night.